Hello, Tom from Every Step Calculus, everystepphysics.com. This is a synthetic division problem. Again, I took off the internet now. Notice how this person here is teaching you how to do this, you know. Like bring the 3 down, multiply, minus 1 times 3 equals minus 3, add 0 plus minus 3. You have to study this for a couple hours to figure out what they're talking about. Notice he doesn't tell you how you get this minus 1 here. One person on the internet says, just change it. When you see this here, just change it to the opposite sign. Well, that's great teaching, isn't it? Yeah. And but anyways, let me show you how nice my programs work on this same problem here. Index 8 to get to my menu, my main menu, which has 146 items in it. Arc length, f of x, angle of a vector, you know, etc., etc. Acceleration, you name it, is in here for you to pass your calculus. Incidentally, on my physics programs, I wanted to say this, that years ago I was programming, you know, of course, my calculus programs and stuff, and somebody from Long Island, New York, a really rich guy evidently, he pays me $3,000 to program his physics tests, and that's which I did, and that's how he was passing his physics. He didn't want to deal with it any more than anybody else does. I mean, it's extremely difficult to memorize all this crap, and you know it's not going to ever be useful in your life, but I mean, so it's a lot of work to do that. Plus you might have other classes that you need to be more important to study. I mean, how much can you study calculus and physics? You can study it forever and never know anything about it, you know. But anyways, that aside, we're at my main menu now. I'm going to go up because I'm looking for synthetic division, okay, in my menu, because that's what the problem is. So we're going to go up because the S is closer to the end of the alphabet than it is to the beginning. So I went up with my cursor here, and I'm going to try to get to the S's. Here it is here. Here's synthetic division, okay. Press enter. And we're gonna, I tell you, in case you haven't gone on this program before, I tell you that you're gonna put the numerator in here and you're gonna put the denominator in separately, okay. So I've already done that, so and a lot of times the simulator will screw up if I try to put it in here, but you have to press alpha first, alpha, and then you do your variables in there. 3x to the 4th minus 2x squared plus 4, okay, for the numerator. And then of course you're going to do the denominator, x plus 1. You don't need the parentheses, but I've already done that. Now notice that because they're missing x3 in here, x to the 3rd power, you have to have a 0. That helps you know. So on your paper you're going to do exactly like this. You're going to put 3 times x to the 4th plus 0 times x to the 3, okay, plus minus 2 times x squared, which is right here, and then there's missing an x, so you have to put plus 0 to the times x plus 4, okay. So make sure you put that on your paper. I say, so if it wasn't right, you could change it and go back and change your variables, or if you made a mistake or something. And we're going to bring down the constants. Here's 3 minus 2 and 4. Here's 0, 0 for x squared, and here's 0 for x, okay. And then here's how you get the divisor, is x plus 1 equals 0. So when you solve for that, it becomes x equals a minus 1, which becomes a divisor here. See this? Yeah. And so then we start our thing. We bring down the first constant here. Okay, we multiply minus 1 times 3. Here we do it. I do it the next. Minus 1 times 3 equals minus 3. Add it under the 0, which I've done here. Okay. We're going to add those two together, put it under the line. Very good. Now we're going to multiply minus 1 times minus 3, which equals 3. All right, we're going to put that under the minus 2. We're going to add those two together, the minus 2 and the 3. We're going to get 1. Put it under the line. minus 1 times 1 equals minus 1. That goes under the 0. And we add that minus 1. Multiply that. Minus 1 times a minus 1 is 1. Goes under the 4. Right? Add those two together. You get 5. Since there's a remainder now, well, I'll show you. Here's the answer. 3x cubed plus minus 3x squared plus 1x. Well, you can leave out the 1 if you know, but you're not going to get any points off if you put the 1 in there. And here's the minus 1 for the last term, and then 5 over the quantity x plus 1. Okay, that's the answer. Notice in calculus and physics you're scored on partial credit in the class curve, so hopefully you don't have somebody from India come in there in your class, because they really screw up the curve. They study this crap from the age of 4, and but then, you know, if you, whatever you throw down on a test, you can get some points for. So keep that in mind, okay? So anyways, go to my site, buy my program, and pass calculus. It's that simple, you know, and you'll have it for the rest of your life. Don't ever throw the calculator. Take your calculus book and throw it in the shit can right now, but never get rid of this. You'll have it for, and you never know either. You know, I've had many people that go and they get to the age of 30 or something, they want to get a master's degree or something. They have to take business calculus and all that stuff. Calculus is all the same, no matter what they say. And so you'll have this and know these answers, including physics, for forever, you know, to help your grandkids or help whatever age you are, your partners in life. So think about that, all right? And of course, then when you do this, you have my fabulous help too. You can call me on the phone if if I'm not too busy with other people, and I'll get back with you. Or you can send me your tests, and I'll show you how my programs work on the tests. Send me your quizzes. I'll show you exactly how they work on those. And you're on your way. I'm the only one in the world that does this out of, what, 8 billion people? Not the only one that can do it, but I mean, I'd have to train them. But the only one that I know of that does it. They have Calculus Made Easy, which is from Texas Instrument itself, but they're interested in teaching you calculus. I'm not interested in teaching you calculus. I'm interested in having you solve problems in calculus. Quickly solve the problem, get the heck out of there, get out of that class, and never touch it again in your life, okay? So anyways, good luck in your schooling, and have a good one, okay?